In olden days, Bangalore was the best place to cycle, and the roads were also good. I feel very comfortable and healthy and happy, no disease proof because of cycling. Even now at this age, I am the fastest man in the city. My average on the bicycle is 15 kilometers per hour. And at the same time, I have been able to influence younger generation. Yes, old man can do cycling, why not youngsters?
I am a cyclist who cycle about 7.5 kilometers one way to office, and I have found it very much convenient rather than traveling by any motorized vehicle.
I think cycling is fun and also it keeps you fit.
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ರಸ್ತೆಯನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಜನಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ತಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಮೇನ್ ರೋಡ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆದರ್ಕೋತಾರೆ.
We realized that even for basic walking, the footpaths were not good, roads were not good.
People are ready to cycle, but like they are still hesitant to come out and cycle on the road.
Since 2010, the Directorate of Urban Land Transport has been working on promoting sustainable modes of transport in Karnataka. Sometime in 2012, DULT has also formed an NMT task force in order to promote and encourage use of walking and cycling for short trips. For the first time, we had the cycle day in Kaban Park. It was basically, we gave a call to all the cyclists to come. They all came to Kaban Park. We did some few rounds of cycling. But subsequently, we started thinking, even though Kaban Park is in the central city, you do it there, everybody will not be able to come there. We wanted to take this idea to nook and corners of Bangalore. So that's how we decided we'll go by the neighborhood concept.
Around July or August of 2013 is when we had these discussions with Directorate of Urban Land Transport to start the Cycle Day event.
The idea came from the community, the civil society, and we created an informal association called Bangalore Coalition for Open Streets.
Initially, when the Directorate of Urban Land Transport became a part of this whole citizen government initiative called Cycle Day, with organizations such as Prajarag, ESAF, and many cyclist enthusiasts of Bangalore.
As part of one of the core organizing member of Bangalore Coalition for Open Street, one of the responsibility we had was to engage the community through traditional games.
Usually what happens in Cycle Day is we block the stretch of that road to create an awareness that roads are not meant only for vehicles. It is meant for people too, for other activities too.
We saw the Cycle Day happening in many areas, Malleshwaram, Sanjay Nagar, Yelahanka and so on. We read it in media, we went and saw it.
I loved the atmosphere over there. It was like a festive atmosphere, like a jatra what we have in Karnataka. We don't see it nowadays. I love the fun factor, the physical activities, that is cycling, a very important thing. And as well as we had some traditional games, which was the lost games in Karnataka. I loved the entire concept of it. And I wanted my kids to enjoy this along with their friends too.
The Cycle Day, I enjoyed, like I go many rounds. I have once won a medal also in it.
We had a mixed community. Some communities it was only elderly people taking initiative to organize Cycle Day, and some it was only youth taking initiative, and there were many more communities who had a combination of both elderly and the youth. So it was good to see people of different ages and abilities coming together and engaging on this initiative.
The concept is very new to us. When we read about this concept in the newspaper, it intrigued us because a lot of citizens were able to finally, come together and be a part of a program which is very casual and where you could celebrate cyclists and pedestrians. Generally, this side of things didn't happen in the city earlier.
The first time when we introduced Cycle Day in our neighborhood, people were like, "What's Cycle Day? Let's just go and see." Around 100 of them turned up on that day. It was a surprise to us, and like most of them were like feeling so excited to cycle, and that too no traffic.
Cycle Day is a good thing because it's like you're trying to make the Bangalore a better place by making people cycle.
We had the vendors who are connected to the DULT. They said, okay, we will provide the cycles. It really helped, we gave the free rides to people apart from, people bringing their own cycles.
Our first experience was with Sanjay Nagar. We were called in the middle of, say, in the evening around at 6 o'clock that we wanted cycles. And that's where our journey started off to be a part of the Cycle Day as a vendor.
We had some special events happening in Cycle Day. One was we did Ganesha making. Kids loved the Ganesha making because we got the clay and all the materials required for it, and they made with their hands.
I like Cycle Day because it has games and it brings me joy because I can cycle more than one road.
See, this event I feel has beautifully broken the social barrier that is there in the community, and especially among the children who are growing up in the society, and to see them mixing with other children of the other communities, irrespective of a religion or socio-economic background. It's beautifully happening at Cycle Day.
Regarding impact of Cycle Day, it is something that has been massively useful at the neighborhood level to catalyze a lot of communities and a lot of people to take up to cycling. In fact, in the Sanjay Nagar area where we have been doing Cycle Day for the past 5 years, we have had an increase of cycling in about 23% and increase in walking to about 32%. So there's been a lot of impact that we have seen with Cycle Day and other events like Walk to School.
What we noticed in Cycle Day was more of a social experiment to bring people together, plus also promote cycling within a layout for all short distance commutes.
Since in our neighborhood itself we have a metro station and there is a main TTMC bus stand, so this is something that people started using cycle for their last mile. With our efforts, we have right now 1,500 students who walk to 7 schools in the neighborhood on a daily basis. They cycle or walk to school. So this is some great transformation that we've seen. The neighborhood footpaths have improved. The corporators or the elected representatives have taken interest in improving this. So instead of just doing cycling and walking, we also work on a lot of social issues and civic issues in our neighborhood. And that's how a small thing like a Cycle Day helped us to become a very strong community.
ಈಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೈಂಡೆಡ್ NGOs ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗೈನ್ಡ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. I have been closely associated with all these departments and NGOs, and I am seeing there is a stride increase in the number of cycle users.
ಯಾವಾಗ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಸೈಕಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು ಡಲ್ಟು, ಅವಾಗೇ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಪಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕಬ್ಬನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜೀವ ಬಂದಂಗಾಯಿತು, ಹೊಸ ಜೀವ ಬಂದಂಗಾಯಿತು.
The Cycle Day that was organized in partnership with DULT has brought about a lot of awareness to people to look at cycle as an alternative, and also that Cycle Day gave us a lot of input into what a community can do when we get together on such an event.
I'm very happy and proud to say this. Cycle Day got a lot of changes in our neighborhood. Basically all community people, maybe rich,
middle, and for government school also we used to get children. All community children are playing on the road. They think that road is mine, and they used to draw drawings on the road and play, and everything was on road. The road was closed for us.
Cycle Day has definitely made a good impact in our neighborhood. One first most and important thing is they are able to connect each other. Many a times we don't even know our own neighbors. So Cycle Day has brought us together, and the games what we used to conduct, that has also made a lot of impact towards the children. Today children are not coming out of the road. Today everybody is at home using all electronic devices. This has been a good event for us, and this has extended our connect with each other.
If you calculate and tell them that cycling helps you, helps the environment, yes, they are the people when they grow up as a working professional, they will use cycles for their last mile connectivity.
Our aim is we want to see the mobility of the people are better governed by using a sustainable mode of transportation.
Probably this type of events which attract the mass will definitely help for proactive policing. Also, they can give us a lot of inputs, and also it builds a very good relationship between the public and the police, so which is very much crucial for a healthier society. So probably all these aspects will definitely enhance, and in my opinion, and I personally feel that cycling should be encouraged to the maximum extent.
We ran Cycle Day successfully for almost 6 years, and initially it was Cycle Day was restricted to one Sunday per month, but then soon it expanded to multiple events happening on a single Sunday with multiple community partners coming on board. We had more than 50 community partners who are working with us on Cycle Day. It also led to events like a walk to school and various other improvement to neighborhood infrastructure in terms of cycling infrastructure, etc. So all these were outcomes of the Cycle Day. And one good outcome was that communities and community partners and resident welfare associations who were earlier working in various other fields like waste management and so on and so forth also started taking interest in urban transport and taking interest in non-motorized transport. We thought it is time to go to the second phase of Cycle Days. So therefore we decided to implement something called Sustainable Urban Mobility Accords. Now, SUMA is a way of engaging with the community and entering into a partnership with community to work towards encouraging, promoting non-motorized transport in the community.